So you just Googled Green Bay, Wisconsin, and what you found out pretty quickly, I guess, is that Green Bay isn't just made up of Green Bay. It actually is also made up of different cities, towns, and villages that surround the Green Bay area. Well, in this video today, we are going to talk about that. We're backing out from the city center and taking a look at some of the surrounding suburban sprawl of the Green Bay area. Let's go jump on the computer and take a little tour. Hello everybody, welcome back to Living in Green Bay. My name is Andrew Geiwitz. Thanks for jumping on this video today. In this video, we are taking a look at some of the surrounding areas of Green Bay. In the way I'm characterizing it is the Green Bay suburban sprawl or suburbs. Now, I am going to skip over a few municipalities that I would consider almost blended into the city of Green Bay at this point. So as we jump on the map here and do a little screen share action, forgive me if I skip you Ashwaubenon, Alloway, Bellevue, those municipalities, because I'm kind of trying to back one more layer out from that to give you what I would best characterize as suburbs of Green Bay. Now, naturally, suburbs get blended into the city as it grows, and so those other names were at one point, suburbs, but I'm kind of backing out even further from that. So let's take a look around the Green Bay perimeter at some of the suburban sprawl so you know where those different municipalities and towns are. And if you wanted to learn how to pronounce the names, make sure to check out this video over here somewhere where I actually had Siri tell me how to pronounce the names, and I told her how I pronounce the names as somebody who lives here and works here as a real estate agent. So check out that video if you want to have a good laugh and see how Siri does pronouncing local area names. All right, let's jump on the computer down here and we will take a look at the surrounding municipalities of Green Bay. So here we have the map. This is from the Brown County GIS if you ever wanted to look some of this stuff up on your own. First thing I want to do here, whoa, zoomed it in. Come on, back on out. Okay, there you can see Brown County. We've got Green Bay right here at the mouth of the bay and the surrounding areas. Now we've got different counties on the outsides. You could always look those up on their county maps as well. I'm going to bump up the transparency a little bit so you can see the outlines of the different municipalities in this area. Can we zoom in a tad bit? Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that helps you get to see this a little more clearly. Now, like I said, I am going to skip over a few of these because, man, at this point they've blended so densely into the Green Bay landscape that I hardly call them suburbs anymore, which if you look up kind of what a definition is, suburbs are outlying developed areas. You can take a look at the real definition if you want to get nitpicky on it, but we've got Ashwaubenon, Alloway, and Bellevue. Bellevue, you could argue, cut it in half or something, and some of this area here is still growing and maybe is a little more suburban. These practically feel like they're the same city, and they kind of blend together that way. Pere also has that feel as you kind of move into it, but I'm going to include Pere here because it has this long part here that continues to grow and develop. There's a really awesome map I will put the link to in the description below, which actually is the one used by the county, and you can print it off and it shows you population density, development, and agricultural land, all sorts of stuff like that with color, so you can get a better idea of like how it all flows visually. So I'm actually looking at that too as we go through some of these. So let's jump in here. We'll go, clockwise around Green Bay and talk a little bit about some of these. The town of Scott, that one's growing, especially along the lake shore part because it's some beautiful, beautiful areas there, and some pretty pricey houses when you get into that kind of development. The population from the last census in that area, roughly 3,600 and some change, slight population growth for them. The next one here, Humboldt. Now, that one is actually had a slight population decrease from the previous census. I'm going off 2020 census data here. And so that one, Humboldt, has a population roughly of 1,300. And when you look at Humboldt, that's mostly farm area there. Same with Scott, except for, along the lake shore. Eaton out here, also farm area and not a hugely developed area yet. Population roughly about 1,600. We've got Ledgeview now. So this one is one that I definitely want to point out. It's where we're seeing a decent amount of growth and actually a lot of higher priced homes being built in that area. Ledgeview's population growth from 2010 to 2020 is 34% growth. So we saw it go from under 7,000 to almost 9,000 as far as population goes. So people are going out that direction. They are interested in that area and it's developing fairly rapidly. Now we jump over here. We've got Pere, like I said, which really can take care of its own. Suburban wise, I just think of it that way because it is coming out from Green Bay and sprawling, like I said, down towards the south. Now, Pere's growth, let's take a look at that here. Pere is had a population of 25,420 people, so the next largest municipality in the area, and one that is sought after by many people. Population growth there was almost 7% between the last two census recordings. The town of Lawerence out here. Now Lawerence is another developing area. Check out this growth, 47% growth from the last census. So they went from 4,000 roughly to over 6,000 as far as population growth goes. And you're seeing stuff coming out from Pere into Lawerence as well. And I would even include Rockland in that as well. Not a huge population there, not even over 2,000 yet, but it's growing and spreading out there. Ledgeview is getting that action too, and it's going down there. Okay, hop over here. I want to talk about Hobart. We've got the Oneida Nation Reservation as well. Learn about the reservation and all the sort of things that are going on in the tribe there. Great stuff to learn about as you're considering the Green Bay landscape and all of the different parts of it. They're an integral part of Green Bay and life here. So learn about that. Hobart. Hobart is this long piece right here. Hobart, this is the top growth area population census-wise. 65.2% growth from 2010 to 2020. They went from roughly 6,000 to over 10,000 in population. Wow, that's a huge growth. You also do see quite a few high-priced homes in that Hobart area as well. Probably one of the more expensive areas around Green Bay. Jumping over here now, Howard. Some people might, get on me and say, oh, well, Howard's barely a suburb. That blends into Green Bay quite a bit. Yeah, I think so. But I'm going to include it anyway. And if you look at that color maps that I'm talking about, it's not completely filled in, so I'm going to take it as suburban. Okay, so let's take a look at Howard here. Howard, 14% growth from roughly 17,400 to 19,900, so almost 20,000 in population there. And as you would expect, it's growing out from Green Bay. Now we jump out a little further, Suamico and Pittsfield out here. Suamico, that's another, place that people talk about and are curious about moving to a lot. They've seen 13% growth from the last census, so they went from about 11,300 to 12,800. So continued growth in that area. You're running into, as you expand out from Green Bay, a lot of farm areas just all around the Green Bay city center. So it allows for people to have this both option of close, dense urban living, or you can go as far out as like total farm living within, 15, 20 minutes of Green Bay. I've had clients who bought farms that they could get to the edges of Green Bay in 15 minutes. And so it really is an amazing thing that you experience in Brown County here and the surrounding areas, where you see this blending of both urban, suburban, and rural in a like 30-minute window, which is incredible. So we have all sorts of different people because of that too, because you can kind of have one or the other no matter what. So that's the quick overview of some of the different surrounding areas of Green Bay, Wisconsin. I hope this video helps you to learn that stuff. And you know, if you have questions, throw them in the comments section below. And if you want to give your area of Green Bay a shout out in the description below, or in the comment section below, go ahead and do that as well. Let's have some fun and you know, give your area a shout out if you really like them. Now, there's even more we could talk about if we wanted to bump it out further, but those are the surrounding suburban areas of Green Bay in Brown County. I always appreciate kind of that 10,000 foot view of the surrounding areas just to get the lay of the land and learn about areas that maybe aren't talked about as much. Now, I would really appreciate if you would also give this video a thumbs up to help it be shared with more people and, you know, continue to grow the channel. And speaking of growth, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't already, to follow along with all things living in Green Bay. And hit that bell to get notifications when we release new content. All right, great job. I'm glad you did those things. Thanks again for watching Living in Green Bay, and I hope you enjoyed this video. We will see you on another video soon.